We are your home theater and AV questions answered. This is AVRant. Want your home theater or AV question answered by Tom and Rob? Send it to question@avrant.com. Welcome to AVRant. I'm Tom Andry, and I'm here with
Rob H.
Mark. So Mark says, so we can get huge, bright, razor-sharp displays, and we can put a ton of speakers in our theaters, but what about our other senses? During a recent movie night, he happened to be watching a scene that where there was a thunderstorm just as a real storm was brewing outside his house. Somehow, that heightened the experience. So was it the smell, maybe the air pressure, or perhaps the sound of real rain and thunder outside? How could movies take advantage of things other than sight and sound to enhance the experience? Robin said he hated the horsey bouncing created by D-Box, but and the name, for real, D-Box. Nobody thought about that? But what if it were something more like wind against your face or the smell of real horse? No. Not the smell of real horses. That's not good. Seriously, though, what are our thoughts? Okay. About once a week, I stop my home theater because I can't tell if the sound I'm hearing inside my theater is from inside the theater or from outside the theater. Now, all in all, I think it's a good thing because it tells me I'm experiencing something so real that I am confused as to what's going on. How real do we really want it to get? You know, how real, because at a point it becomes distracting. It pulls you out of the experience if you're thinking to yourself, am I really flying right now? Am I, I mean, there's wind in my face, it smells like horse manure, I mean, is our horse, did somebody die in here?
I mean, there exist theaters that do this sort of stuff already, right?
And I think that's a completely different thing, though, because you're in a theater that is doing it. You know that has this capability. You know you're in a new place, and you probably paid extra for the ticket. Whereas if you're home and your theater is tricking you into thinking you're really that the apocalypse really is happening outside because you're watching a Michael Bay movie. You're gonna say, I mean, was that really a car crash? Was that inside or outside? Let me pause the movie. Oh, it must have been inside. It must have been inside. Preston. You know what I mean? I think it at some point it becomes distracting.
I mean, I can't say I'm enthusiastic about adding smells or wind, or I can get wind from my subwoofers
to my home theater all the time. Thank you very much. I'm a proper father. I
think all of this stuff, I think the synchronized movement of the seats, the smells, wind, maybe, throwing water at you, that type I think it should all be used exclusively for the movement of horses. That's where I think it is.
That's where you draw the line?
That is the only application where it's acceptable. I only want to smell horses,
feel horses,
have water from their mane get flicked onto my face, feel the wind as we gallop along. Strictly applied.
What about jet
skis?
Horse rides. I feel like jet skis is a missed opportunity for you. You could get to galloping with the jet ski, boom, boom over the waves. And
that's okay. That would not take me completely out of the movie the way the horsey bouncing does. So it must be exclusively for horses.
You're joking. You would be thrown up in the air. Your popcorn would be everywhere. That would take you out of the movie. Might take you out of the seat. You need a seatbelt for the thing. No.
I just want good sight and sound, honestly. I get that. I'm done. I'm satisfied.
I think there's a real need for this when we get to VR.
Yeah.
To true VR.
Well, if we want the full holodeck experience, right, then you start to get tactile sensation.
Yeah, I think that this research should be done, and they should be testing things like this. But I'm not going to really think that it's necessary until we're getting the sort of VR holodeck experience that we're all hoping for before we die. So, we'll see. Want your question answered? Send it to question@avrant.com. This is AVRant.
Now go out and listen to something.